WrestleMania 41 is just around the corner, and today we are going to be doing my predictions to what I think WrestleMania 41 is going to be like. We're going to talk about the results, we're going to talk about my opinions, and we're just going to take it from here. But something special is about WrestleMania 41. So WrestleMania 41 is my first ever WrestleMania that I'm going to, and I'm so excited. So what I wanted to do just before I fly out, so this is about a week before WrestleMania is, I wanted to do a video on what I think is going to happen during the matches, tell you a little bit about my opinion, and you can tell me how wrong I am after after the event. So if you do see me looking up here, it's because I am referring to my my screen just so I can see what I'm doing. But nonetheless, we'll get straight into it because I would love to share my opinions on what I think WrestleMania 41 is going to have in store. If you do see me at the event, I may not have a mustache because I may be shaving it off. I know it's going to be so sad, but as always, as long as I've got the mustache, the cowboy hat stays on, we will just get rolling into the video because I'm very excited to see what we have on offer. So we'll go straight to the reactions. So, boom, ba-da-bum. The first confirmed match is going to be Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton. Now, a lot of these matches aren't confirmed for each night. All the matches on here are confirmed, bar a few of them, which I will explain why I've put them on the list. But I did want to start off with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, the hype for this match has been very lackluster so far. It's been a lot of heat backstage with, from that I've heard anyways, and a lot of heat. You can see the heat during the promos between the two of them. In this match, I think the right decision is to let Tiffany win. I do have a feeling that Charlotte is going to win though, purely because she's Charlotte Flair. I think Charlotte is probably one of the greatest female wrestlers of all time. Let me know if you agree. If you don't, that's also absolutely fine. I can understand why. But I think Charlotte is absolutely brilliant. But one thing I do dislike is how forced her push has been in this, especially in this run. I feel like there should have been someone else that won the Rumble. Not too sure who off the top of my head, but that could be another video. But I don't like the run of this. I think that's one thing that this WrestleMania has lacked is kind of a great build-up, especially comparing to last year's. It's really hard to have that build-up, and I think this match is a great portrayal of how poor the build-up's been for a lot of the card. Obviously, there's a few exceptions within it, but I think we'll do predictions for each one as well. I want Tiffany to win, so I'm going to go for Tiffany Stratton for a win. I think Charlotte's going to win, but I'm going to vote for Tiffany. We'll go for Tiff. Go for Tiffy time. Next up, we have got Jey Uso versus the Ring General, Gunther. I think this match is going to be great. I'm quite hyped about this. I'll be honest, this is probably the match that sold me to getting the ticket for WrestleMania. So I was umming and ahhing between whether I want to go or whether I don't. And when I watched this segment on Raw where Gunther just wiped Jey Uso's blood all over his body, I was just like, that's insane. That's just insane. So I think that's really got me, kind of tipped me over the edge where I was like, okay, maybe I should do WrestleMania this year, and I am honestly so excited. I do think the right decision in this match is to let Gunther win. I don't think Jey Uso is ready for the main title just yet. He deserves it, absolutely. But I don't think Jey Uso should be the one to take down Gunther. I still don't think Sami Zayn should have been the one to take down Gunther last year. I do think out of everybody around that time that should have won, it should have been Chad Gable personally. Especially with how short-lived that run was for the IC title for Sami Zayn. Admittedly, obviously, he's gone on to Braun Breaker, who we'll talk about later on. But I'm going to vote for Gunther here. I do think Jey Uso is going to win, but my vote is for Gunther. I'm going to start trying to vote for who I think would win. Next match is a match that I'm very, very excited for. And just to confirm as well, these three matches have been confirmed for night one. So this is the Saturday matches. You've got Seth freaking Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. I think this match is going to be interesting. I think Seth Rollins is such a dark horse in this match, with him kind of being the outsider here. So it's almost like a love triangle, really, isn't it? Like literally is a triple threat match. Obviously, CM Punk's got some beef with Roman. Roman's got some beef with Seth. Seth's got some beef with Punk. And it's almost like a three-way dance, really. And It's going to be interesting to see how Paul Heyman plays in all of this and how some of the dynamics in this match will play. I think the right decision is to let CM Punk win his first WrestleMania main event. I think it will be a good kind of... I think it'll be great. I don't know if they will make him win. It's difficult, this match. I think out of all the matches on the card, this is the most unpredictable, in my opinion, because it could go literally any way. You could have CM Punk take the win on Seth Rollins. Is Roman Reigns going to get pinned? Is CM Punk going to get pinned? In my opinion, I think Seth will get pinned in this match to make Roman look stronger, and obviously Punk, if he's not going to win, he's not going to get pinned. If he's going to lose, he's not going to get pinned, in my opinion. But I think Punk's going to go over the win, and I think he's going to pin Seth. That's my vote. Because realistically, what does Roman Reigns have going? He's not in the title shot or anything like that. He doesn't need to win as such. I think the real storyline is between Roman and Punk, but Seth is obviously there as well. I think Punk's going to win. I'd like Punk to win. It would be nice to see him win a main event, but it's going to be interesting to see. My vote is on CM Punk here. We'll do a prediction. We'll do a results video when I come back from Mania as well. That'll be really interesting because I'll rewatch this video and see how wrong I was. Next up, we actually have a cancelled match, which was meant to be on night one. This is Randall Keith Orton versus Kevin Owens. I was so excited for this match. I'll be honest, I was genuinely really excited for this match. Two people I think are absolutely brilliant in the ring, especially Randy Orton. I'm an absolute huge fan of Randy Orton, always have been. And unfortunately, his match has been taken away with Kevin Owens due to an injury for Kevin Owens. What do I think is going to happen here? So, obviously, with Kevin Owens being sidelined, it does mean that Randy Orton doesn't have a match. However, on the last SmackDown that there was, something interesting happened, and it's led to people thinking that this match may happen. Do I think this match is going to happen? Probably not, but I would be extremely hyped to see this match. I think Magnus in TNA was brilliant. I used to love him when he was in Gladiators, when I used to watch Gladiators when I was young. And I think he would be a great addition to WrestleMania, and he absolutely deserves it for what he's done for TNA, what he's done in wrestling, and what he's done in the UK as well, especially in the English scene. I think he deserves it. He deserves it. He's a staple in terms of British wrestlers, and I think it'd be great to have him on the big stage at WrestleMania. However, the internet wrestling community is also suspecting that it could potentially be Rusev. Now, Rusev has just signed, or Mira has just signed to WWE, according to, I think it was the Wrestling Observer, or one of those, I don't know, one of the people are saying that he is signed with WWE again, which will be great because I did like Rusev when he was with WWE the first time. I don't know how it'll play around this time, especially with how big the roster is. Do I think this is going to happen? Out of the options there are, it's likely, but it's kind of 50-50 because it also could be a certain someone by the name of Aleister Black as well. Who would I want out of the three? I would personally like Nick Aldis. However, he hasn't really done a lot of wrestling in the last couple of years. So if I had to choose out of the three in terms of ability wise, I would absolutely go Aleister Black. I think Aleister Black was one of my favorites when he was around in NXT and when he came to the short roster before he got let go. I think it would be class to see like a mystery opponent or something like that, or Nick Aldis say, well, I'm not going to fight you, but I know someone that will, and then it'll be Aleister Black. But realistically, we've got to do something that makes sense, and I don't know, my guess is going to be Rusev. I'll guess Rusev, but I would like Aleister Black. But we've had a lot of the promos with Aleister Black, so I'm wondering whether he'll re-debut on the Raw after Mania, which I think is more likely, to be honest with you. Next up, we have the triple threat match between Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair. It was always going to happen as a triple threat match. Obviously, the whole time it has been Io Sky and Bianca Belair. Then you obviously had last week with the special guest referee. I think that was last week or the week before. It was the week before because Rhea Ripley got screwed out of the champion, didn't she? I think in this match, the right decision... See, I'm a big fan of Rhea Ripley. and I think a lot of people are. I would personally like to see her win, but it would be also quite nice, to be honest with you. And I think the right decision, providing how weak they've made her look leading up, would be for Io to retain. I have a feeling that's going to happen. That's my prediction. Purely for the reason that I think what's going to happen is because she's been pushed so little during the run-up to WrestleMania. I think something's going to happen between Bianca and Rhea Ripley, and I think that's I don't know who's going to get pinned. That's the issue. I think it could be Bianca, providing that Rhea got pinned in the last time. So I'm going to go Io Sky to retain. I'd like personally for Rhea to win, but I think Io's going to retain. Next match you have got, also that's also confirmed for night 2. This is also night 2. Cena versus Rhodes. Now for me, I really have no idea. This is also a very unpredictable match. Is Cena going to win his 15th world title, which I would absolutely love. I want Cena to win, but I also absolutely love Cody Rhodes as well. I think he's brilliant. I would love to see a big shocking twist in this match. I don't care what it is, just make it happen. Dwayne, please show up at WrestleMania, please. If Dwayne The Rock Johnson shows up at WrestleMania 41, I will have Dwayne The Rock Johnson in the background of my YouTube videos. That is the deal. I have a cardboard cutout of The Rock in my spare room from Baywatch, from when I used to work at the cinema. I will include him in my videos if The Rock turns up at WrestleMania 41. I will make that happen. The camera's there, I keep looking up there. But my prediction for this, I'm going to have to say Cena. My prediction, Cena. I'd love it to happen. And I'd love it to be really controversial as well, in the sense of maybe some interference or Super Cena or something. I don't know. Make Cena invisible. I don't know. Make him Peacemaker. Make Homelander Cody Rhodes, and we're so that would be cool. Be cool to get a heel turn for Cody Rhodes or something, wouldn't it, during the match? AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I think this match is going to go under the radar a little bit, because I know not a lot of people are excited for this, and I'll be honest with you, I think this match is going to be a spot fest. I feel like AJ is just, I love AJ. I think AJ is absolutely incredible, and I think Logan Paul is incredible in the ring. I think his promo work needs a little bit of work, to be honest with you. But besides that, I think he's pretty good. I can't lie. Outside of the ring aside, I think he's incredible in the ring, and people can say what they want. They're just hating on him. So I think he's great in the ring. In my opinion, I think AJ is. I don't know, because AJ, I can't remember. Did AJ wrestle last year? I can't remember. I'm gonna go with AJ to win. It'd be nice to see AJ win, because Logan Paul doesn't take a lot of losses. So it'd be nice to see him win. It'd be great. I don't think he's lost at WrestleMania. Thinking about it, he won with the Miz, didn't he? I can't remember who else he fought. Or did he? No, he retained the Intercontinental Champion, didn't he, when he had that? But I think AJ's going to win. I think AJ's going to win. I think there's going to be some really good spots to this match, so I'm very excited to see what they pull off. Speaking of the United States Championship, I'm pretty sure I just mentioned it. I can't remember if I did. I think I did. I had it in my mind. Jacob Fatu, I love you Solo, versus LA Knight. Now, I love both competitors. I think absolutely both of them are great, but my opinion, I think Jacob Fatu has to win. I think it would do a lot in terms of him, and also he absolutely deserves it. He's been absolutely incredible leading up to WrestleMania, and I think he's been even more incredible since he's joined. I think he's probably one of the strongest wrestlers in terms of character on the roster, and his promo work is just class. I love him and his promo work, and especially when he's got Tamatonga on the side going yeah. But honestly, whenever I see them on the promos, I'm always watching it. I absolutely love it. But in my opinion, has to be Jacob Fatu. My guess is on Jacob Fatu. I think it's going to be quite a good match as well. But if he's not going to win, it'll be because of Solo. Hear me out. I think something's going to happen with Solo, and that's the only reason I can see Jacob losing. But it'd be great to see LA Knight retain as well, I guess. But no, I'm going Jacob Fatu. Now, I wanted to discuss the tag team match that is due to happen on WrestleMania. So you've got the women's gauntlet match happening tomorrow. So this is being filmed on Thursday. This is happening tomorrow. The gauntlet match between all of these competitors. I cannot be bothered to read out every single name. In my opinion, the most likely option that people think it's going to be this match right here, which I think would be great. Lyra Valkyria and Bayley versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. But in my opinion, I think they are not going to win. I think out of all these, I have a feeling it is going to be either Caden Carter and Katana Chance, or I think it's going to be Piper Niven and Kaylee Ray. What's her name again? Oh my gosh, I forgot her name. I'm really sorry. It's literally it used to be called Kaylee Ray. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. Maybe I'm completely making that up. What's her name? Alba Fire. That's what they called her. Yeah. I think I don't even know what she's called in this group anymore. But I think one of those two groups are going to win. I think they absolutely deserve it. The reason I think that is because I think something interesting is going to happen during this match where they're going to win, but Bayley is going to turn on Lyra, and that's going to lead into a match at WrestleMania, which I think would make the most sense, providing that she's the Intercontinental Champion, and it would be great for her to defend it on WrestleMania. We'll see if that happens. If that is the case, I do think Bayley should win it. I think the championship run it's been decent. It's just not been amazing, and I think it should change hands, get a rematch, get her another storyline, or continue this storyline, because I feel like there's plenty more to come from in this kind of scenario. In terms of this match, though, I think Liv and Raquel are going to retain. I don't see any of these teams beating them just yet. If anyone, it would be Piper Niven's team with Chelsea Green, which I will discuss a little bit later on. Next match, we have the first, I was reading, I think it's the first women's singles match to not be a title match since 2006, and I think it's absolutely amazing that these two get to share that stage. I'm leaning towards Jade Cargill winning and getting her revenge on Naomi. Do I think Bianca's going to have something to do with it? It would be cool if so, but I don't think so. I think it is just between these two competitors. My prediction's going on Jade Cargill for this one. This match is going to be a banger. This is probably the most hyped match on the card for me. Love Finn Balor. Absolutely love Finn Balor. Absolutely love Penta. Absolutely love Dominic Mysterio. Absolutely love Braun Breaker. This match, I do apologize, Penta, I'm in your way. Let me see if I can move myself. I'll see if I can move you for the sake of the video. Where are you? This mouse is not doing me any favors. Where are you? I've lost the mouse. Oh, there it is. There you go. There you go, Penta. I think this match is going to be absolutely incredible. I am so excited for this match. I have a feeling that the winner is probably going to be Dominic Mysterio. And hear me out, and there's a reason I'm saying this. He is the only one to not have been... only have not pinned anyone yet recently. So Finn's pinned, I think it was Penta. Penta's pinned Braun. I can't remember the order, but they've pinned each other. I think everybody's pinned each other, and the only person that hasn't pinned anyone, I think, was Dominic Mysterio's reading. And I have a feeling he's going to win, and it would be great to see him win. It really would be. However, I personally would like to see Finn win, and that's because I'm a big fan of Finn. He hasn't won a title, and it feels like forever, and I think he deserves a little bit of a solo championship run, in my opinion. I don't think he's ever kind of really got going ever since that injury back in 2015-16, and it would be great for him to go on a proper main card run with a title. Obviously, he had the NXT title and stuff like that between then, and tag titles and things like that, but I really think he deserves to go on an Intercontinental Championship run. However, it would be great to see Penta win as well, but I think everybody's going to be rooting for Dominic Mysterio, and I really hope he does win. My prediction is going to be Dominic Mysterio for this one. Next, we have El Grande Americano and Rey Mysterio. Now, I'm not going to speak too much about this one. There's not really much to say. Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio. I love Chad Gable. I think Chad Gable is so underrated on the roster. In my opinion, though, I do think Chad Gable's going to win. El Grande Americano. Reason being, he hasn't won at WrestleMania. He's at 0-4, and it would be great for him to get a win. I don't know what kind of direction they'll go in if he does win. Are they going to say, I think it's going to be like, I won, and they're going to be like, well, you didn't because it was El Grande Americano, and he's going to be like, no, I am Grande Americano. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. But I love Rey Mysterio. It would be great to see him win either way. But my prediction's on El Grande Americano. Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest, a storyline that's been going on for the past year. I absolutely love Drew McIntyre. Just a cool guy. Damian Priest, the bisexual Undertaker. I don't mind Damian Priest. I think he's quite good in the ring. I don't think he's got... I feel like there's something missing, but I do think he's great in the ring. I think him and Drew are going to have a great match. My opinion, I think Drew has to win. I really think he deserves a win at WrestleMania. Obviously, he had the limelight taken away from him last year with the Money in the Bank cash-in, which was absolutely shocking and such a great WrestleMania moment, and I think he really does deserve the win. However, there is some missing matches I wanted to discuss today. Oh yeah, my predictions on Drew. Street Profits. I believe they're meant to be defending the tag titles on SmackDown. I think this is so wrong. They should be defending the tag titles at Mania. Stick them in, I don't know, a ladder match, please. It'd be great. Get them in a ladder match. Get them in anything. Let me move myself back up here. It's just a shame seeing the tag titles kind of demoted down to SmackDown. And don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with SmackDown. It's just the tag titles. You want them on Mania. And I feel sorry for this. I don't know if you can see the mouse. I feel sorry for this person. Poor. But either way, if they're on the card, they're going to win. But it would have been nice to see maybe Pretty Deadly on there and a couple of other tag teams. Just Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly should win. Next, we have Viking Raiders. Again, War Raiders. They should be on the main card. Do I think they're going to get a WrestleMania match? Probably not. And finally, Zelina Vega versus Chelsea Green. I think this one is going to happen. They've been trying to push it for a couple of weeks now. And I absolutely love Chelsea Green. And I think she absolutely deserves a WrestleMania moment. So I think it's going to be Zelina versus Chelsea Green. Do I think Zelina's going to win? I don't think she should. I don't think she will. My vote would be on Chelsea Green. She absolutely deserves it, in my opinion. But that is it. I am going to go all the way back to the start. Boom. That has been my WrestleMania 41 predictions. So let's just run through them. Tiffany, Gunther, CM Punk. I'm going to guess. I can't even remember what I said now. We'll figure that out. I think I said Rusev, didn't I? But I prefer Malachi. I can't remember. Io Sky, Cena, AJ, Fatu. I reckon this match is going to happen. But I'm going to guess Piper Niven. And then for them to retain. Now, Jade Cargill, Dominic Mysterio, El Grande, Drew McIntyre. That's my guess. If there is any missing matches, I will make sure to record myself prior to WrestleMania and make a note of them or write them down, and I will let you know if I got them right after. Obviously, you can say, oh, you cheated. I promise you. I don't like to cheat on this channel. We like to keep things the way they should be. But I know this has been a bit of a longer video, but I wanted to do this just because I thought it'd be quite interesting to run through the current card, and if there is any additions, then we can obviously discuss that after. But I'd like to thank everybody for listening, watching, and appreciating the YouTube videos. I'm really loving the fact that people are liking and commenting at the minute and checking out the video, and we're getting quite a few hundred views, which is really nice to see, and just the fact that people are paying their attention to me, which is amazing. So if you have enjoyed watching this video, we do other wrestling content on the channel. If you'd like to go watch it, please do. I would highly recommend. We've got some great videos coming up. Obviously, I've just said there that I've got a visit to WrestleMania, so we will be doing a WrestleMania video there, like my time in Vegas. So I've never been to Vegas before, which also makes it very exciting, so that'll be a very good video to watch. I'm going to suggest you watch my WrestleMania video that I made recently. It's quite an interesting one. It's called The Finisher Count. We're looking to do those at least once a month, ideally every 2 weeks. Excuse me, but they are a little bit more difficult to make. So please be patient with me on those. And we also have the five best eras of CM Punk also up at the minute, so please go watch that as well if you haven't already. But besides that, I'm very thankful for you joining me today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. If I don't speak to you before WrestleMania, but I will, I'll make sure of it. I hope you have a great time watching WrestleMania, and I would like to hear your predictions as well. Welcome down in the comment. My name is Wonderboy. As always, howdy partner. See you later.